Good morning, everyone. Today we give recognition to Saint Elizabeth of Portugal. So a special day for all the Portuguese out there. We hope that it is a special day for you. For those of you who are not familiar with it, Saint Elizabeth was married to the king, but she was, in spite of the fact that she had so much available to her and so many grand things, she was actively involved in setting up hospitals and orphanages and so forth around the place. And so she's recognized for her good works and the difference that she made, certainly to those people who needed it the most. Some interesting readings that we encounter today. The first reading is from the book of Genesis, where it talks about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and Lot's wife who turned back, and she was told not to, and she turned to a pillar of salt. Now, a lot of scientists would attempt to explain miracles. For example, they would say the crossing of the Red Sea would be, there was a great earthquake that happened at that time, and as a result, the waters did move back, and people were able to go through and come out on the other side. And the response to that, quite simply, is maybe that's how it happened. But the timing was really impressive. It happened just at the time that the miracle was needed. And perhaps in the case of Sodom and Gomorrah, they're suggesting perhaps it was a meteor strike that in fact came down and smashed Sodom and Gomorrah and destroyed it. And perhaps even that Lot's wife was covered not so much in salt, but in fact by dust that sometimes emulates from that. Once again, perhaps that's how it happened. But the timing was impressive, because God had said to Lot, get out of the city, take your family with you and so forth, which he did. All right, so it was not a particularly good family. We know that some unfortunate developments occurred historically as a result of that. But nevertheless, we do see that even though there might be natural explanations, it doesn't mean that it wasn't a miracle and that God's hand wasn't involved. That's different to the gospel, because in the gospel we see that Jesus calms the storm. They're out in a boat and sleeping and so forth, and the disciples are fearful that they're going to be drowned and so forth, and Jesus stands up and calms the storm. Now, there's no scientific explanation for that one. Jesus intervened and he calmed the storm, and it had an impression certainly on the disciples, that they actually saw that he had authority over the wind and the storm. And sometimes when we look for natural explanations, or at least when we look for supernatural explanations, the answer is quite simply to turn to God, because with him all things are possible. You have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.